So here we are once again, live with Friday Night Tech Talk. Let's see if my phone adds up like it usually does. So, day after Thanksgiving, it's Black Friday. And I hope everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving had a great Thanksgiving. And Eleanor and I had a really good Thanksgiving. And there goes my phone. Okay. And we went to a fairly high-end restaurant, her favorite restaurant. And we had a really good time and great food. And she kind of paid for that overnight, I gather. So I think she's a little bit better now. She wasn't so great this morning. But any of you who are the praying persuasion, just pray that Eleanor continues to recover well. And I hope everybody else had a great Thanksgiving. And it being Black Friday, I don't get anything on Black Friday. So any of you guys that did, okay, and Eleanor is answering, yes, she did, okay. And Renz is at work already. And I just said, they're early, glad to have you. And of course, Renz, being as charming as he always is, he responds nicely. So, for the first time in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, I actually did order something for Black Friday. Something. All of a sudden, I'm getting an echo in my... Unless I'm connected to one of my phones. Let's see if I can cut this off. Sorry about that, folks. Now, I'm hearing myself repeat as if I'm getting it from the YouTube delay. Oh, I see where it's coming from. See if I can kill that. Okay, somehow I clicked on YouTube, I guess. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, killed it. Sorry about that. And I didn't mention who was here in what order. Eleanor was here a while ago. Eleanor got in here at 6:35. Renz came in at 7:02. Steve was right behind him. Serrano came in right behind him. And then Big House is here. Glad to see you, brother. Glad you're here. And he just finished his second round of Thanksgiving dinner. Well, good for you, Big House. Eleanor and I went out for dinner, so we still have some pie to eat, though. That's true. So I'm going to try to show you the one thing I did order for Black Friday. So let's see if I can go find it. I want to go to Mobo. I can get it on screen. I can show it to you guys. Okay, not that way. Let's try it a different way. See if I can pull it up in my email. So any of you guys that picked up something for Black Friday, just let me know. I'm just trying to show you what I got. Let's see. Not there. Anyway, I got a standalone webcam mic and light from Movo. I want to see if I can pull it up somehow. It doesn't want to let me. Try it this way. Here we go. I click on buy it now. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys this. Did I get bounced out? I think I may have gotten bounced out of the stream. All right, let's see if I can pull that back up. Okay, enter studio. Okay, it looked like I had gotten bounced out of the stream, but now I'm seeing. All right, let's get rid. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if I can show you guys what I ordered. Let's bring this over here. Bring this over here. And let's see if I can share the screen. Okay. Old man struggling. Anyway, I've got this webcam mic. It's called the Movo Web Mic HD Pro. And it has a camera, a built-in light, a stand, a microphone, and it went on sale. And they had taken it for $30 off. And then they sent a discount code for another $30 off. So I couldn't pass that out. So that's the only thing that I got for Black Friday. So you guys let me know if you picked up anything. Get rid of that. Let's see if I can find my... I think I have too many instances of StreamYard running. Okay. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Now we'll see if I can get back to my stories. There we go. So sorry about all these problems. Yeah, that microphone and light rig looks pretty cool to me, and since it went on sale and I basically got $60 off the original price, I figured, okay, I got to try that. I'll let you guys know. I'll do some kind of unboxing and let you guys know what it's like when I get it. But of course, I'm going to try it with that ring light, and I'm going to try to do it without my normal lights here. If it works out good, I might just use that for the live broadcast every week. We'll see how it looks. So you guys want to type into the comments anything you might have picked up, you let me know. And I'm going to start off, and I guess you could see by the picture that I'm starting off with Cyber Monday because I figured, let me let you guys know what I know. So I found what to me looked like the best informational article about Cyber Monday all the way around. It is a very long article, so I'm not going to read it all, but I'll just share it with you guys and let you take a look at it. And of course, it's the first story in this week's description. So you can just click on it and follow it. But it's on Tech Radar. And it's Cyber Monday 2021 early deals, where to find the best sales and our predictions. And this came out the other day. I think they updated it 28 minutes ago. So it's pretty current. And it says they'll keep updating it all weekend. So let's see. Bacon says, I haven't picked up anything yet. May grab me and my wife at Pixel 5a. Yep. I would highly recommend it. I certainly have mine sitting right over here. So I'm looking for other deals, but I'm not getting deals on the things I'm looking for. But we'll see what happens. So let me put this into reader view, get rid of some of these ads. Okay, now so I'll just go through some of this and let you guys can always look this up and keep up with it over the weekend, and you'll find out who's got the latest deals. But Cyber Monday 2021 early deals are where to find the best sales and our predictions. So this year's Cyber Monday deals 2021 are officially happening this weekend, but don't be fooled into waiting around. There are already many, many great sales landing in stores nationwide right now from Black Friday that we're pretty confident will still be here come Cyber Monday. As we wander into the weekend and the deal picture becomes clearer, we'll be updating the post with everything we hear from the retailers about their plans. For instance, we now know that Target is going to have some pretty decent sales on from Sunday, covering everything from Apple Watch Cyber Monday deals to heavy savings on Bose headphones. You'll find all of our favorite early Cyber Monday deals, aka Black Friday options, we think will pervade into Monday. So far, just down below, we found some great prices on Apple devices, including some new record lows, big screen TVs, and even a few handy appliances for the home. As we draw closer to the day itself, November 29th, we'll also be adding in plenty more Cyber Monday deals as we spot them over the course of the weekend. Don't forget the book that says blah, blah, blah. Why did the deals start so early this year? Well, it's mostly due to concerns over delivery delays and shortages on certain high-demand items. Since demand is only going to go up from here as we draw closer to Cyber Monday, most retailers look to and manage to spread their promotions out with earlier sales. Hey, we're not complaining. More time to shop is never a bad thing this time of year. That's true. So aside from the pre-Cyber Monday deals already available, what can we expect from the sales on the day itself? Well, we've often found that promotions on Cyber Monday to be particularly good for laptops, clothes, and appliances. Overall, it tends to be a continuation of the preceding Black Friday sale, but there do tend to be a lot of fresh promotions to check out on the day, so it's absolutely worth checking out. That's probably very true. And you're probably going to get a lot of pop-up sales too, so pays to try to keep up with this stuff. If you'd like to read more about Cyber Monday versus Black Friday, we're going into more detail just below our roundup of today's best pre-Cyber Monday deals. For further predictions, key dates, and buying, navigate further down the page. So it's showing some best pre-Cyber Monday sales from all different places here. You just have to click on the link. But I'm going to skip that part. And we're going down to the 20 best pre-Cyber Monday deals today. Cyber Monday deals 2021 fact. When is Cyber Monday? Well, of course, it's Monday, November 29th. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Is Cyber Monday the biggest sale of the year? It's likely, yes. I had more stuff. I thought I had more stuff to show you here. Let me take off reader view and see if it shows up differently. Okay. We had that. Oh, yeah, this wouldn't show up under reader view. The 20 best pre-Cyber Monday deals today. Hulu, 99 cents per month. This is a jaw-dropping discount from streaming service Hulu. Sign up now, and you can get as much as a year of original programming and box sets for a mere 99 cents per month. Cancel when you wish or stay for 12 months. So that seems like a really good deal. I just signed up for Disney Plus last week, so I won't be signing up for another one, but that really does seem like a really, really good deal. Samsung Chromebook 4, 11.6 inch, 32 gigabyte SSD, 129 at Walmart. Again, seems like another good deal. Insignia 70-inch 4K UHD Smart TV, $579.99 at Best Buy for a 70-inch. I think that's good. And Eleanor and I had an Insignia for 3 or 4 years, and it was really good. And that was our first 4K TV. All new Apple AirPods Pro, $159.99 at Amazon. So that's a nice price drop there. So I've gone from $189 to $179, and now all the way down to $159. So if we click the view deal, you can see it's $159 on Amazon. So that sounds pretty good too. All new Fire Stick 4K Max at Amazon, save $20. A standing desk, something I would probably get if I had more room, but I don't. Harmatti electric standing desk, normally $299, $199.99 at Amazon. And I'd just like to show you guys that, yes, that is the real price. So how long these are going to be on sale, I don't know. But I guess at least through Cyber Monday. LG C1 OLED 65-inch, normally $2,500, $1,796 at Amazon. So that seems like a good price if you are looking for a really, really high-end TV. And yes, that is the proper price. I'm not spending that kind of money for a TV, but if you're into that, that's fine. Let's see, what is Big House saying? He said that looks cool. He said I haven't picked up any. Okay, I already showed that one. All right, Apple Watch 7, the 41 millimeter with GPS. They took off $20. Now, of course, that was just released last month, so I guess $20 off is all you can expect. So again, at Amazon. Nintendo Switch Neon, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Plus 3 months NSO, $299 at Best Buy. I guess that's a good day. You're saving $70. Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, which I love mine, absolutely love it. Save $50, $199 at Samsung. So let's go take a look at that deal. This will be Samsung US. Galaxy Watch 4. Okay, $94.99, $64.99. Okay, so again, great deal. This says $199.99. That's got to be the classic, which is the one that I have. Anyway, looks like a good deal. iRobot Roomba, $692 robot vacuum. Normally $300, $174.99 at Amazon. Analog air fryer, Bella Pro Series 4.2 quart. Normally $59.99, so you've gone from $60 to $30 at Best Buy. Not bad. Dell Xps 13, always a really popular laptop. Has set on our best laptop rankings for around a decade, and it only gets better with every update. This pre-Cyber Monday deal is the cheapest we've seen an XPS 13 all year. It's a versatile machine with a 13.3-inch Full HD Infinity Edge display, Intel i5 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 256 gigabytes of SSD. Basically, it's everything you would want from a high-performance laptop for work, school, or just general use. So, looks like a good deal, $300 off. Dream Cloud mattress. Wow, that went from $1,200 to $699 plus $309 free gifts at Dream Cloud if you're into a mattress. Sony WH, I know these are very popular. 1000 XM4 wireless headphones, normally $349, $248 at Amazon. Sounds like a very good deal to me. I'm clicking to make sure they're not out of stock too. $248, not bad. Keurig K Mini Coffee Maker, normally $79.99, now $49.99. Google Nest Learning Thermostat. I'm always tempted to get one, but I never did. Normally $129.99, and that price usually stays rock solid, $89.99 on Amazon. Good deal. Apple Black Friday free gift cards. So I guess you can go get free gift cards. Let's click on that and see what it shows us. Shop at Apple, get an Apple gift card from November 20th. So from today through Monday, I guess you can get a free gift card at Apple. So that sounds cool. Another Insignia 55-inch. Normally $600, now it's $300 at Best Buy. And the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, which I have sitting right here next to me. Normally $1,200. You're getting $200 off with to $1,000, and if you can get up to $550 off with a trade-in at Samsung. And their Samsung trade-in deals are really good. I've done a few of them. So if you're into Cyber Monday, this is probably the time to go check things out. The deals we expect to see: laptops, discounted MacBook Airs, Dell Xps 13, Chromebook, Ultrabook. So this gives you a list of what they're expecting. Tech remains the cornerstone of Cyber Monday deals, and you can expect a ton of great prices on laptops, tablets, 4K TVs, phones, and smartwatches across the board. In recent years, we've seen these event experience other categories, namely appliances and mattresses. Yeah, the mattress one surprised me. It's the last big retail event of 2021. So they're expecting a ton of relatively new releases to go on sale. So then there's some questions answered down here. And who's got the best? Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, Dell, Apple. So just wanted to let you guys in on that one. I just think this is a great article to go find out information. That's on Tech Radar, Cyber Monday 2021, and it seems to have all the information you could possibly want about Cyber Monday, and they're going to keep updating it all weekend. Yeah, when we came in, it had been updated, like 60 minutes ago. Now it's updated 32 minutes. So they're really seriously updating that thing. So just wanted to let you guys get a good look at that. Let's see. Here's Ted. Ted, can I pop the news about you? Do not get AirPod Pros, get Soundcore Liberty 3 instead. Ted would know. He's been getting a lot of buds for the last couple of years, so he know. Note to all: don't put too much brown sugar in your candy jams. So there's some good cooking advice. Okay, and now we have one of the stars of the show coming in. Perfect timing, Mike.
Stop.
Hey, there are only 3 of us originals, and you're one of them.
I know. First off, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and everybody in the show, all of you good people out there. How you doing, George?
I'm doing fine. Eleanor and I had a great Thanksgiving. We went out to Rodizio Grill, which is a fairly high-end Brazilian restaurant, her favorite restaurant. And we had a great meal, and then she got sick overnight.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's no fun.
So I went over to her house this morning, and she seems like she's better now. So just keep her in prayer.
Bad food or flu?
It seems like whenever we go out and have really rich food at a high-end restaurant, she has some kind of issue. But she likes to have sangria, and they didn't have the one that was on the menu. They had their house, I guess, sangria, and she said it was really strong. So we're suspecting that's what did it. And of the 2 of us, I can drink forever. Eleanor's a 1-drink person, so that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm like a 2-beer person. The third one, look out. Nighty night and good night. So it is that it is Black Friday, and I can't miss the show.
Thank you. Did you hear that? Did you at least hear that I went to the Black Friday?
Yes, I
Cyber
was.
Monday?
When I was downstairs and working my way upstairs, I put you in the background and I was listening to you. And I maybe because I heard that Dell XPS computer,
XPS 13, yeah, which is a really popular.
Yeah, how much was that going for?
Wait, I still have the article up. Let me share it back.
See, I brought up your notes. Let's see.
Okay, yeah,
because it made me take pause and look and listen to what you were saying. Ooh, really? Did
you see that Hulu deal?
Mm-hmm.
99 cents a month for a year.
Yeah, that is a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I'm splitting the cost of the bundle with my
here's
with my
your
niece.
XPS 13 deal right here.
Let me see.
So went from from $949.99 to $640. So you get $300 off
through Dell, huh?
Yeah, looks like let's click on it, make sure. Okay, XPS 13. Yeah,
it's through the Dell site, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah.
That blows the Windows off of get it Windows. It's using Windows laptop.
Very good, Mike.
It just came out. That does because old Nelly here. I have to say though, old Nelly here fired up, came on board, woke up. The microphone was giving me a little bit of issue, but I think that's just connection wise, telling it what mic to use. Okay. And now I'm talking about the computer is going to give me the middle finger and say, all right, you want to go replace me here, click,
all right, so now you have to tell us what it is and how old it is.
It is a HP, like a 17-inch laptop. Mm-hmm. It's an Envy. I don't know anything else.
Well, HP Envy had a really good reputation a few years ago.
I'm telling you, I've had this since 2016. This computer, this laptop, and at times it gets a little finicky, and it doesn't like it takes forever to render videos. When I did do videos, and I can't close it because somehow the screen is peeling away from the lid. Okay. And I can't close it. It's like a permanent fixture here. So I don't know. That's a great price because I know like Chrome now you're in a Chromebook territory for the high-end Chromebooks, and I wouldn't recommend it. I would say this would be the laptop to get for sure.
Yeah. I got my my Acer Ryzen.
There was some deal I saw too that I forget where I seen it, but I was like, holy crap, that was like
I got mine price. For the same reason as you, because my old one was taking forever to render stuff. This thing renders them 10 times faster, and it's got
and you were trying Apple products too to do your videos.
I was using my iPad Pro for a while. I guess I'm too used to the Windows stuff, but this is like 10 times faster than that. But my Pro was faster than my old Windows laptop.
The Pro iPad Pro was faster, but now what about comparing the
I would give this Acer Swift 3 the edge, but not by much. Not by much, but it's very
that was the thing I did the same thing with the tablets I had, the iPad tablets I had. I just couldn't the way you do your thing with a laptop, it's different, and you got used to this. For me, this is my crutch.
But even with my iPad Pro, with either one of my iPads, the first thing I do is put a mouse on them. I always
do you see who's over there laughing us? Get on the show, you lazy bum.
You need to come in here, Will.
You get in here, okay?
You need to be willing, okay?
Because
you expected that from me.
So I don't want to take away from your show. I just the deals are out there.
But always keep in mind, it's never my show. It'll always be yours, and Will's show.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find your notes.
These days, Ted's too, for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I guess Ted didn't answer me. I guess I can spill the beans. He texted me yesterday. He was going to include Will on the text, so he got engaged yesterday. So
Whoa!
congratulations. Yes, he and his girlfriend were both on. Was it a duo? No, it was
Congratulations, Mr. Ted. Wow.
yes.
And
Yes, they
wait,
both.
by the way, who initiated the FaceTime call? Was that you?
No, that was Ted.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I
I think he included
apologize.
both of you. Yes.
I
Yes,
apologize. Yeah.
and both he and his girlfriend were there. So Eleanor and I took it, but yeah, we were said that you guys do it. So congratulations to Ted. He's getting engaged. And she said something to him while we were talking, and he said yes. And I said, "See, you're already getting used to taking orders. That's good."
Smart man. Smart man. Yeah, exactly. No, what happened was that earlier in the morning, I like blasted out Happy Thanksgiving to people that I don't, family members and friends I don't always get a chance to talk to.
Right.
And sure enough, they're coming back and they're messaging me or they're calling us. Well, Mr. Two Phones, I mean, I'm using this phone for the Android side of the people and the iPhone for those other people, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
So we were on the phone with my wife's nephew on my phone, and we were on the speaker, and then this started. I'm like, and I saw all these names on there, like, what the heck is going on? And I'm fumbling. I'm trying to mute it, and he, of course, the nephew's going, one of your many phones there, Uncle Mike. I go, yeah, I know. So
that's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
Contacting you.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah, yesterday was good. We got a lot of phone calls in. Got caught up with a lot of people. Ate a lot of food here at home. So yeah, it was a good day. It's been a long time coming to have just a day to do not nothing, but just like chill.
You just kicked off a song in my head, right?
What's that?
It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Okay.
Who did that song? Who did that song? How come the words sound so familiar now?
Who did that song?
Oh, no. Hold on a second.
Tell me it's Will.
No, it's our friend. Hold on a second. Wait, watch this. Hey, Carol. Hey, can you hold on a second? You're on live right now on YouTube, so I'm going to mute it for a second. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a second.
And Will's in here too.
What's going on, George?
Glad to have you here, brother.
How you doing?
Have you been listening?
Yeah, a couple minutes.
All right. So the only story I've gone through is the Cyber Monday, and that's if you have the link I sent you, you'll see that Tech Radar article has a ton of deals. I can't see
none of that, George. I'm on the phone.
No, okay. So. Well, anyway, when you get a chance, if you're interested in Cyber Monday deals, that Tech Radar article that I sent, that's pretty good.
Okay. Well,
and it looks like they're keeping up with things all the way through the weekend. And did you hear what I said about Ted?
Yeah, I heard that. Congratulations to Ted.
Okay. Yeah, he had put you and Mike on the call, but I guess you guys were busy. So Eleanor and I
was sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, I was sleeping. I woke up. I didn't know who was going on. I was all confused.
And Big House knew who sang that song. It was Sam Cooke. That's right. Very good, Big House.
What song?
Mike said it's been a long time coming, which popped me into the song. And I started singing it, and Mike said, "Who did that?" And I couldn't remember. Well, Big House remembered it was Sam.
Yeah, that's Sam.
I'm surprised somebody as young as you knows that.
Nah, that song is great. That's the theme to the Malcolm X. The Malcolm X at the end before he died in the movie. Yeah, that was the song he played when he was going to die.
As much as I'm an admirer of Malcolm, I never saw the movie. I need to.
You never saw that?
Oh, I never saw the movie. And at the end, I was a big admirer of Malcolm, so I need to go see that movie.
You know how long that movie is about 3 hours. It was so long.
I'll definitely watch it. I lived through that, so I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, if you had the tape, it was 2 tapes.
Okay. I hated when he got shot. I remember that. It really hurt me.
Yeah. Well, you see, they what they do just the other day? I think they exonerated the killers, the ones that they arrested or something. It was just
because of the whole conspiracy. And this was
and,
what always happens. It comes out years later. The truth starts coming out.
And his daughter just died. His daughter just died. The same, like I guess last week. They found her dead in the apartment. Yeah,
that's a shame. Let's see. Okay. Now, Brian is in here. Brian is saying happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And Brian, you've only missed one story so far, which was Cyber Monday. You can click on the first story in there. Looks like Tech Radar is really going to keep up with what's going on for Cyber Monday. So if you want to follow that. But the big news, Brian, is that Ted did a FaceTime with me yesterday. He tried to do it with Will and Mike, but they didn't get a chance to answer. But he officially got engaged yesterday. So Ted is now an engaged man. So just thought you should know that. And I think he might still be in the comments. I don't know. Oh, Mike.
Where's Ted been at? He hasn't been on the show in a while, right?
Between his job, his photography business, and now getting engaged, I guess he's a little bit on the busy side. Oh, and Big House did answer your question.
What's up, Mike?
Mike.
Ew, Sam Cook, huh?
Sam Cook, yeah. Even Will knew that. I was surprised he knew that.
You know what's funny though? I just started listening to the 60s channel on Sirius XM.
Okay.
So I gotta see about that song.
Well, you could always just call me, and you could always just call me, and I could sing to you over the phone. I know all the 60s songs.
Okay, I'll remember that. I'll call you from work one day and say, "Hey, look, I ain't going to pay for XM radio, so you got to sing to me now."
And you should be honored because people that I've sung to in the past have had to pay for that. Okay.
Hey, Will, how you doing, man?
I'm here. This is my marathon day. I'll tell you about it later, Mike.
Okay.
Is it a 12-hour day?
Oh, this is about a 20.
Oh, this is where you go from one to the other.
I'm going to go from one to the other and then come back here again for another 12.
I used to do that when I was like 19, but not at your age.
It's going to be exciting. So, Mike, if you're awake tomorrow, you think about me at like 5, give me a call. I might be
5 in the morning?
No, at night. I don't want to.
Oh, my God. 5 at night?
Yeah, he's doing it big time here.
I don't want to fall asleep.
Renz is saying, no 4 horsemen, but 3 musketeers instead. Exactly, Renz. And this is the 3 that started this whole thing. What is it, 4.5 years ago now?
Yeah, it's been that long, right?
Yep. So. All right, I'm going to move on to the next story, so you guys can go find your Cyber Monday stuff. And the next story is Mike. You want to do this one?
Well, I wanted to let me read on this note deal. This note, can I get to that one instead?
Yeah, let me switch it. Yeah. All right, the very next one. Okay. I'm going to pull it up. Yeah, I thought it was kind of important to everybody at least know that what's happening. So I'm going to share it now. And okay, Mike, it's all yours.
Okay, Galaxy Note is dead. Bigger. I like how they said it. I whether it should have like a GIF right now with the McCoy going, Jim, it's dead.
Exactly.
Galaxy Note is dead. Samsung reportedly ending production of the Note 20 Note plans for a 2022 model. 2021 marked a big year for Galaxy Note series, but not in a good way. Rather, it was the beginning of the end as Samsung prioritized its foldables over the Galaxy Note line. Now the death of the Note seems to set in stone as Samsung reportedly has no plans for a 2022 Galaxy Note and is planning on end production of the Galaxy Note 20. ET News, Entertainment Tonight has their own tech section.
Yeah.
Do they really? I was just joking.
I guess so. I'm assuming they do.
I got to find out who ET is. Anyway, ET phone home. reports that Samsung is pretty much confirmed the end of the Galaxy Note series through two actions. First, Samsung apparently has no plans for a Galaxy Note device in 2022 roadmap. Likely, that means there are the only flagship tier Galaxy smartphones in the coming next year will be the Galaxy S22 series and the new foldables. On top of that, Samsung will apparently end production of its Galaxy Note 20 series entirely in the end of 2021. Until now, production on the Galaxy Note 20 has continued as a device that's still being sold in 2021.
I was surprised at that they're still selling the Note 20.
Nobody really's taken notice. And let me just sidebar here. Yes, they've sold last year's models into the following year. It could be 6 months, it could be a whole year. It all depends, because I always found shopping on Samsung.com, looking at the devices, going, what's the next device I want to get? Exactly. I come across that. Continue as the device has been selling. It's been selling in 2021. The series reportedly sold around 3.2 million devices, around a third of the number of the Note devices sold in 2020. A third.
Yeah, in the following year, that's not too bad. I don't think.
No, I'm thinking. I'm just trying to calculate in my head. A third would be 9.6.
Well,
so 9.6. Yeah, 9.6 million for a total.
Yeah.
Or 9.6 million for
9.6
for 1 year, the first year.
The first year. That's what they would have sold in 2020. Yeah.
Of course, we know that we know. Of course, we know well at this point that the Galaxy S22 Ultra will act as the spiritual successor to the Galaxy Note series, with the device adopting a design closer to the S20 series, as well as using the same built-in stylus. The Galaxy Fold series also inherits the S Pen, but still lacks a good place to store it. In 2020, we were rather happy with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra overall, really on knocking the device over its only knocking the device over its untimely and very high price tag. Oh, for the it was in the COVID.
They're calling it untimely because COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah. But as far as specs and performance and overall experience went, the Galaxy Note lineup went out on a high note. Boo. Okay. That George, you wrote that last line?
This 21 Ultra. No, I did not write that last line. This 21 Ultra, I would highly recommend it. I love this phone.
So can you only imagine what the 22 could be?
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to start making decisions, because I bought a bunch of phones towards the end of the year here, and it's not gonna be so easy to be buying many more.
Look. Samsung does really some crazy trade-in values.
That's how I got most of my phones. They're probably
especially for the Samsung side.
Yeah, I guess I could trade in this 5A if I had to, but I love this phone too.
No, they ain't going to get squat. Trade in
the
Ultra.
I traded in my 4A to get the Flip.
How much you get for the 4A?
Oh, I only got about 300 and something bucks.
Really? Yeah. You did? Yeah. On a 4A 5G or 4A?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm confusing two different phones. No, I got 100 and.
That sounds more like it.
50. I think I got 150.
Okay. Yeah. No, that really was. It grabbed me. Oh, somebody made a comment. I was following some comments on Twitter pertaining to this issue, and I said, mark my word, Note 20 or Note 21 FE.
Okay.
What do you think? An FE series? They did it for the Note 7, didn't they?
I think the FE will be back. I think the only reason we don't have an FE21 for this year is because they couldn't get the
right. No, the S21 FE is sounds like it's a definitely going to happen.
Oh, you're thinking Note 21?
Note
FE.
20.
I don't
Note
think so.
20 FE.
I don't think so. Simply because I agree with what the article said and everybody else is saying. I think anything Note-wise in Samsung's head is now foldable, and I think that's where they're going.
So it's all about the brand.
Yeah, and
because it's and
based on how you and I are reacting to the flip, I'd say they're making the right decision.
Yeah, and I was surprised to hear about the S22 Ultra having the S Pen in it. So
yeah, me too. I was too. But at the same time, I did think that the having the Fold 3 and you have no place to put the pen, they have to come up with a way to hold that pen.
That's the other thing with the folds is we went from Fold 2 to Fold 3 and the Flip 2 to 3, and they all made great gains. They made a lot of. I mean, I never had the 2s. I don't know, but way everybody raved how much better it is. So does this mean that the folds are going to come down in prices? The folds are
keep in mind the folds already came down in price.
Not $100 for that one. The fold.
The Fold 3 came down $200, and so did the Z Flip. They both came down $200.
They priced the Z Flip under $1,000, just that $1 mark, and then they still gave you ridiculous deals on it.
The Z Flip 2 was $1,200, and the Z Fold 2 was $2,000. The Z Fold 3 is $800, so they both took off $200. So I think it's going to continue to come down a little bit, not much.
And normally August was the month for the Note, and the Note always came out with some kind of hoo-ha. You know what I mean? Something that made it special. You know what I mean?
Well, what made it special was that pen, because anybody else that had a pen, it was a piece of garbage by comparison. And you see what Big House is saying. He's saying most people won't buy the Fold. I disagree. I think up until this year, he was right. I think going forward, I think people will, especially if let's say they knock off another 100 with the Fold.
How much is the Fold now?
The Fold is $1,800.
Yeah.
People will buy it on their carrier.
Yeah. And they took off 200 from last year's. I'm thinking if they take off another 100, people will start buying it. And I think
but the phone's got to be worth taking it. The phone's got to be worth it. The phone's got to be worth it.
Mike. I don't even like folding, flipping, and all that. But it's worth it just because of the technology that you're getting, because you're basically walking around with an iPad mini in your pocket.
I agree.
So people are going to buy it.
And it seems like everybody who has one says it's worth it.
Instead of paying, let's say, $37 or whatever.
Well,
he just
George
disappeared on.
Okay,
I'm here.
I'm like, he
just went silent on us. I don't know if he hit something or got busy at work or what. So I guess he'll be back. Hopefully, his
little thingy's still there.
He put his on mute, so he must be busy at work.
Okay.
We know he's at work. So
there you go. You popped away, but I mean, I get it. It's just I don't know. The Note was
special. I understand.
The Note was special. Yeah, the Note was special. The Note was also something that, that was the flagship.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best way I can put it. You know what I mean?
But remember, all the people who said for the last 2 or 3 years that the Note was nothing but the high end S with a pen, and that's kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes
especially
sense.
the 20. You know what? You mentioned that now, George. Yeah, especially the 20. People were talking about the 20 being the the 20 was like just add a pen to it.
Yeah,
it
was
the Ultra,
S20
the 20
with
Ultra.
a pen in it too, because I had the S20 and I had the S21 Ultra. So,
and let me just tell you again, I'm talking from experience. Talking to my average consumer wife, I try to talk her into getting a 20 because I knew this day could happen,
right?
And she doesn't want to give up her 10. She doesn't want to give up her.
But keep in mind, you still have a shot. It sounds like they're going to be selling them till the end of the year.
I almost want to get it and just put it in this drawer for the inevitable day when hers drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Yeah, and every time I talk, she liked the flip. She wanted to know where you're going to stick the stylus. I said, I don't think that's going to work, hon. Exactly. And then I talked about the fold, and I told her as soon as she was kind of interested, and all of a sudden when I told her the price, she goes, "Oh hell no, oh hell no, we ain't spending that money."
Big House is saying right here. But I agree with Will. I think a lot of people will put it on their.
People will buy from their carrier. They won't pay upfront for it, but from the carrier, they're going to buy it.
Yeah,
so, Will, you're saying we're only the weird ones that pay it up front?
Yeah.
Yeah, I refuse to buy these. I refuse to buy these things on a month-to-month basis. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think for most people, Will is absolutely right.
Because for you, it matters if it's unlocked or not. Like most people don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, they don't want the hassle. They don't want to go through. They want to. I hear you.
Let Samsung and whoever else can keep going through the growing pains, so Apple can swoop in and make the
and I think Samsung has done the big growing pains with the first two iterations. I think now they're getting it right. And Big House makes a good point. He prefers the dual screens, and some people do.
Apple's taking notes, and when Apple drops their foldable, it's going to be 4,000 or 5,000, and people will stand in line and buy it.
Here's Michael Pepper's in there. What's up, brother? The Note used to be the one that had added cameras. They put laser autofocus and other features into it. Note 10 Plus was the last to be better than the top S line device. Yes,
that's what I was going. That's what I was going with.
Out, it became kind of the same.
Thank you, Michael. You're reading my brain. You just put words in it.
Michael always has the right thing to say. He always knows what he's talking about.
He's Michael. I'm Michael. You know what I mean? With great minds think alike. You know what I mean?
You guys are just okay.
Okay. But okay. What's the chances of a Pixel Fold? What do you think? You think it's going to never ever happen?
I think it'll happen at some point. I think but I think it may not happen until Apple does it.
Really?
My fault.
What do you think, Will?
I don't know. Google got to deal with, they got to get good at their regular stuff first. But
okay, but
wait.
But with the 6, they're trying to be up. They're trying to be up there with the big boys with the 6. So I think when Apple makes a fold, Google will make a fold.
But wait, talking about the Note, the reason the Note was always better was because it came out second. So whatever they did wrong on the they fixed it. Like when the fingerprint scanner was bad, they would fix it later with the Note,
with the A series.
With the Note, no, they would put
the Note series.
The Note.
That's what people were saying. But since the S20 and the Note 20, well, it was the same phone.
Because they pretty much perfected it at that point. But remember, even with which one was it? Remember, the 10 came out and they had the focusing problem, and then they came out with the Note and fixed it. So it was,
You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Google.
Matter of fact, the 10e was better at focusing than the 10.
I don't know. Mike, do you think Google should do a fold? I mean, I haven't been keeping up with all the news, but I know they're trying to do that.
I think Google should do a fold.
Android L or whatever they're trying to do. Make it better for tablets. But
they're not going to have a choice.
They have to.
Is this where the thought of competition is better for everybody kind of mentality? Do you think competition would make the fold any better?
Mike, listen. I don't know. I don't know about for Android, for Android is different. Like I think I told you before. I just think it's different because Android is like Google competes with Samsung. They're not really competing with Apple because people don't usually switch. So they have to worry about what Samsung.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the same company that gave Wear OS to their watches? Oh yeah.
No, yeah, but Mike, you got to think about it. You mean the Samsung? Because Wear OS would have really been dead if it wasn't for that.
It had a huge spike.
I have an article
Mike,
that I didn't include tonight
Mike,
that Samsung has saved Wear OS.
That story,
yes,
that story is not. It's making you think it's better than it is. Because
I'm not saying it's better, but now
they didn't really save them. They're making it look like
they gave the numbers.
But I had the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. I love that watch as much as I love my Apple Watch. I would put them dead even as far as quality of watch.
Yeah, but okay, this is when you're going to find out if people who bought that one who didn't know about the Wear OS thing just thought it was a Samsung watch. If they buy it next time, they don't. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they came out and said this.
Yeah, but Will, from now on, everything Wear OS will have Samsung in it, and everybody knows that.
Hey guys, maybe I'll go into a T-Mobile store. Listen, I'll go to a T-Mobile store, play average consumer, and ask about the watch deal that they keep on sending me emails. And I'm going to say, well, what's the difference with this? What makes this watch better than they probably could still sell the last gen to me? You know what I mean? What makes this one better? I'm curious what the T-Mobile guy behind the counter would say.
So hopefully he'll know the difference between the Watch 3 and the Watch 4.
So wait. I think I saw like that thing a little bit. So I think it said that Wear OS or whatever was up 17% or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they were saying something, right.
So,
which is a significant number jump
for them.
But what was hold on? But what was Samsung's before that? Because all they did was sell Samsung watches. They didn't sell a Wear OS watch by itself. They sold a Samsung watch.
They sold Samsung's watch, right?
So if you went into the store, you didn't know the
now
difference.
on, all the Wear OS watches will be a Samsung watch. Keep in mind.
Hey, George, real quick, check out Michael Pepper's comments here.
17% of smartwatches were Galaxy Watch this year because of Wear OS. They need to put apps up in front of the Play Store and stop removing apps. Battery life is significantly better on the Galaxy Watch. Yes, I love that watch. Battery life is awesome on that watch. It is better than the Galaxy Watch 3, which I had. That's the one I gave to Eleanor. And I agree with him. But I believe anybody who comes out with a Wear OS watch is going to have all that Samsung technology in that watch.
And I hate to make you, but I know we're talking watches. Somehow we got on watches here. But go back to there's one comment here that Michael Pepper, dual screens is easier for developers to support. Folding is nice because I can put a large screen in my pocket, but more difficult to make as sturdy.
Yeah, but what now? I don't know. See, I've never held a Fold, but with the Z
we
Flip
are
3,
all over the road,
this
folks.
thing feels as solid as a rock, and it doesn't feel to me like it's going to stop feeling that way anytime soon. So if the Fold is as solid as the Flip 3 is, I think they're, I think there should be no problem with the sturdiness.
I question though, and I'm just picking one app. Okay, easier for developers to support. I play Angry Birds. I'll just say it. I play Angry Birds. I said it before.
No, I play Asphalt 9. So
right, but now let me ask you: if you're playing Asphalt 9, have you noticed any differences on the game? Like,
I haven't played Asphalt. I have played Asphalt.
I want to try and do this.
I hadn't played it on my Flip, but I have. No, I didn't notice any difference.
See this course. See if I put my finger, and I might be a little too big, but right where my nail is, right there. Yeah. There's a section of the game that is basically like snow. TV snow.
Yes.
When I play the game at times, and I thought, well, wait a minute, and then I proceeded to get one of my pixels and play the game on that, and that snow that corner is fine. So
now, of course, I could have just missed that.
Right.
I think I've
don't
only
know.
played Asphalt 9 once on my Z Flip 3, and I played it already a bunch of times on my Pixel 6 Pro. So, but yeah, I could have just missed that. I'm trying to get to the other comments. Michael said, dual screen with one as keyboard controller and game or social media on the other display. 2 full phone size apps is nice for the dual screen. Yeah, and that's one reason the screen on the my initial Duo was great, but I didn't get the Duo 2. So, and I still have my my LG Velvet, which I almost never turn on. But I think he's got a point there, and Big House agrees with him. Now, Michael's next point. Oh, we're talking about
we read this one. Yeah,
we had this one. He's saying compared to the Apple Watch, problem is app availability, but that's improving, and that's probably true. And he's got one more comment. Sucks that certain features are location limited, and using mine with the GW4 Classic, my Pixel, I lose ECGs. That's true. There's no thing in the Play Store, only in the Galaxy Store. Yeah, when I had my Galaxy Watch 4 connected to my Z Flip, I had everything working with the ECG and everything. But since I put it on my Pixel 6 Pro, yeah, I lost that. That is absolutely true. And that's but that's Samsung. Samsung likes to make things Samsung only for watches and stuff like that. And they've always done that. So that's the case where I wish they do what Google doesn't push it everywhere.
So George, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you and Michael lost the ECG part of the app?
The app won't work with the Pixel 6 Pro, where it only works with Samsung phones.
The app only works with the Samsung phone,
right?
And it doesn't give you the full features. Like
no, and
that's
Samsung
crazy.
Has been doing that.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. I don't believe that.
Samsung has been doing that for years with their watches. They've been coming out with things that only work with Samsung phones on their watches for years.
So if you put that watch on a Samsung phone,
right,
you would have that feature.
Yes. And when I don't have it on a Samsung phone, I don't have that feature.
Wow. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Nothing new for Samsung.
No, I mean, I heard some quirky things, but I mean,
and I love my Galaxy Watch 4 Classic with my Pixel 6. But yeah, that's one thing I give up. But see, that's the type of thing that for me, being literally the healthiest person I know, I don't care. Most of that health stuff that's on a watch means nothing to me because I'm already healthier than anybody else that I know.
Yeah, but
most people would care, but I don't care.
You don't care. Well, what do you want? The health features, all the health.
How healthy
I know you know.
I know how healthy I am, and I know most people your age are not nowhere near as healthy as I am. Certainly, almost nobody my age is. So
after yesterday, I'm really not healthy. Okay.
Well, I ate a lot yesterday too. But you see, here's what I do. Yesterday is a normal exercise day for me. Normally, I would have worked yesterday and I would have exercised at night. I ended up doing no exercise yesterday. Normally, I don't exercise on Friday. I exercise today to make up. I always make up for any exercise I miss. It's part of my mindset. It's part of why I'm so healthy.
But that's
I'm terrified at 76, almost 77, that if I stop exercising, I'm going to get like every other person I know who's in their 70s. I don't want to be that person ever. I don't want to be that person 20 years from now, and I don't think I will be. But that's what pushes me to always keep exercising. I will not miss exercising 5 days a week for no reason. Anybody, travel, nothing. When I travel, first thing I look for is a hotel that has an exercise room. If they don't have an exercise room, I'm not staying there. Period.
Yeah, I was just saying I thought you would, as a techie, would like to know, but play with that. Play with those features and all that stuff.
Here's what I did with the Galaxy Watch 4 and what I do with any watch I buy. I go try out the health things that are on the watch. And I did try all the ones on the Galaxy, and they all work beautifully. And then I forget about them because I don't need them. And I know that, but most people
take screenshots, don't you, of what you did? I see them all the time on Twitter, right?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, yes. But most people are going to continue to use those because it will help them with their health. I won't continue to use this. I don't need anybody's help with my health. That's so I am the unusual one, and I know that.
Oh, you're
I
unusual.
always make sure they work.
What's Michael saying there?
I've been called a weirdo here and there.
Yeah.
So, Michael saying sucks that certain features are location limited using my just. Yeah, that's true. He loses. Okay, I already showed that one. Galaxy phone users with the watch. This last comment. Samsung mocks Apple for their. Samsung has always done this kind of nonsense for their walled garden, but they turn around and do this. They're absolutely right, Michael. 100% right. They have put commercials on years making fun of Apple, and they turn around and do the exact same thing. They even talked about open the next sentence, push how the devices will work best together. That's true. That is 100% true. Because I'm a trooper. I don't know if I'm a trooper, but I'm committed to staying healthy for many, many years. I committed when I was in my 40s that I will play tennis when I hit 100, and I mean to keep that promise. And everybody else that I know that's my age, especially all the guys I work with, if a 20-year-old threatens them physically, they have to go get a gun, and they probably have to kill the guy to protect themselves. I don't have to. I can protect myself right now just fine, no gun needed. And I mean to stay that way. That's what makes what's more than we do. And I've always thought, so now you've let yourself get so out of shape that you can't defend yourself without a gun. So you're going to kill somebody rather than just defend yourself and beat them up. That's a very sad thought to me. Very sad thought to me. Just how I think. But like I said,
I know I need George when I go into the city. I need George by my side. That's all I got to say.
Are you kidding? When I lived in Jersey, I used to have guys that would call me to go to the city with them because they were going to get some drugs or something. And I finally said to myself, I don't do drugs. Why am I going with this guy? So I stopped going. Mike is saying, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I was already subscribed.
I
don't have any hammers anymore, but I still have a pretty hard punch, and I'm still pretty quick too. And I have very accurate feet, by the way, so I'm pretty good at that. I don't have the hammers anymore, though. Okay, are we moving on?
Yeah. Please, that note thing was.
It was a very important discussion, and I'm glad you took it. All right, I'm going to go back one to Samsung, since we were talking about Samsung anyway. So this is about their new chip plant. So Samsung to build a $17 billion chip factory in Texas. Thank God somebody needs to. The massive investment comes amid a global shortage of chips for computers and other electronics. So let's go into reader view. Okay. Samsung on Tuesday announced plans to build a $17 billion semiconductor factory in Central Texas, a massive investment that comes amid a global chip shortage. The facility will be located in Taylor, where Samsung already has a production facility. It's a town some 30 miles from Austin with a population of 16,000 people. The electronics giant will break ground next year, and chip production is expected to begin in 2024. That's pretty quick. Samsung sells more phones and TVs than any other company, but it also has a huge business selling memory chips to device makers around the globe. In recent months, Samsung's chip business has gotten the boost from increased demand for equipment as people work from home during the coronavirus pandemic, and data centers store everything we're doing online. Yes, they do. But that increased demand for work from home technology like PCs, tablets, and webcams soared beyond the semiconductor manufacturing industry's abilities to supply chips. The chip shortage soon extended beyond remote work and school needs to affect home entertainment products like tablets, game consoles, TVs, graphics cards for gaming, and PCs. And let's not forget cars. Biden administration responded to the supply. We're always saying on my job at Enterprise, as we go past we go to a lot of new car dealerships, and the parking lots are half empty these days.
Oh, a lot empty.
And some of them more than half empty because they can't get chips. Anyway, the Biden administration responded to the supply chain problem by prodding companies to be more transparent about their needs and supplies and calling on Congress to create the Critical Supply Chain Resiliency Program. That I hadn't heard of until I read this. In addition to our partners in Texas, we are grateful to the Biden administration for creating an environment that supports companies like Samsung as we work to expand leading-edge semiconductor manufacturing in the U.S. Kanam Kim, CEO of Samsung Electronics Device Solutions Division, said in the statement. Now, I had more trouble saying Samsung Device Direct Solutions Division than I had saying the guy's name. There's something wrong with that. The 2.5 million square foot facility in Taylor will be larger than the sizable presence Samsung already has in Austin. In 2012, the company announced a $4 billion investment in Texas, in a Texas plan to boost chip production to meet the increasing demand for mobile devices, including smartphones and tablets. So I think that's a very good idea. So now Samsung is building a plant in Texas, and they're also building one in Japan. Wasn't that last week's story?
I don't know about the thing with Texas is lately Texas has been the place to go
Oh,
to.
yeah, Austin's becoming like a Silicon Valley of Texas. Yeah.
I can't get over everything I turn around. I see a lot of, well, that's just because you got Elon Musk has a place in tech. I don't know whatever became the first one.
But see, every state, this is what happens. When I was in the program before insurance companies, well, in Florida, all the insurance companies are all in Jacksonville. And here, I work for Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, in Tennessee, all the insurance companies are in Chattanooga. You know, this is what happens with every state, I think. They start going to one area. And once somebody in tech starts building up in a city, well, then somebody in another business with tech will start. Mm-hmm. And then you start developing this Austin Silicon Valley.
And I don't want to say it did, but I know it was a big deal when Elon Musk was moving some of his stuff, not just his SpaceX stuff. Was he moving some of his battery manufacturing?
He moved a whole bunch of his stuff to
Texas, and I think Arizona.
And he moved his personal home to Texas.
Yes,
a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Michael's saying. We have areas with hundreds, if not thousands, of brand new vehicles behind fences just sitting there. I live in Michigan. Lots of full GMC and Chevrolet vehicles. I'm not surprised.
I've seen those pictures. Surprised. I've seen those pictures with vehicles. They look perfectly fine.
Shut some plants down, right?
Mm-hmm. They had to. Yeah. I saw one article not long ago. Heated seats. Heated seats are going to be.
I hate.
Well, you can't get heated seats. It's going to be a special option because I guess the chips they can get away with don't have that capability.
Okay. But what I found, even when I go to work, you know, I drive like every kind of new car there is almost, you know, because of work. And I don't pick up people and deliver people like they advertise for Enterprise. I deliver cars from one town to another to different Enterprise locations. So, you know, I might jump into a Jaguar or I might jump into a GMC Metro, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too.
What I've noticed when it's 19 degrees out, I still hate heated seats. I hate that feeling of heat on my butt. And the first thing I do is start looking for that button to turn that off.
Really? There's some of them that heat the back too.
Yeah, and I don't like that either. No. Now, when Rita was alive, when her back was bothering me, she loved turning the heat on in her seat, and she loved it. But
Patty likes it too. I don't mind it when it's really cold out. I really don't. So,
but of course, when it's 19 degrees out and we're working and we're jumping from one car to another, guess who's the only one who never wears gloves? Oh, the one who's had frostbite twice. But I don't.
You're
like
crazy.
Gloves. I don't like wearing gloves when I'm working. I'll wear gloves on a motorcycle when I'm riding in 30-degree weather. Then I wear ski gloves.
Yeah, that's yeah. I need heat. I go out there, turn on the car, come back in, finish my coffee in the house, and I wait for that puppy to warm up. That's for sure.
Okay.
So
here's a good one from Michael. They just need to borrow some Snapdragon 888 chips they'll heat the seats eventually. Good point, Mike.
That is a good point.
That is.
And hey, Mike, what are they going to do? Stop working because they don't get any more updates? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you guys are hard, man.
You
guys are hard on Qualcomm.
We need
like that one too.
Yeah, we need MediaTek and we need more tensor chips. Okay, that's what I say.
I agree. And I've got that story coming up. All right, you want to take the 5G? You want to take the 5G story, the Apple?
You got to say it right. 5G.
No,
5G.
Okay, I'm going to give that one to you.
Hold on a sec.
All right, I'm sharing the screen. and this was on CNET. All right, whenever you're ready.
And this is okay. Apple nearing a deal to use its own 5G modems in 2023 iPhone. Wait a minute. Yep. Apple nearing a deal. Right. Yeah, okay. I don't like going. They're dealing with themselves. Apple nearing a deal to use its own 5G modems in 2023 iPhones, report says. Yep. The likely move away from Qualcomm wireless modems looks increasingly liking. Who wrote this? Sean Keen. Okay. And what's this from? Oh, CNET. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I got reader mode on and I got myself lost. Okay.
Apple may be drawing closer to having its own 5G modem ready for its 2023 iPhones. Nikkei, how do you pronounce that? Nikkei, okay, reported Wednesday that as the tech giant works out a deal with Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company to use TSCM's chip production technology, Cupertino, California-based Apple intends to mass produce its first in-house 5G modem chip and other components, according to how do you say it again? Nikkei,
yeah.
Okay. Which cited anonymous sources. The news follows analyst Ming Chai Ko, if I'm pronouncing that, or Ku?
Yeah, Ming Chai Ku.
Saying in May that Apple plans to switch custom modems for future iPhones, moving away from traditional supplier Qualcomm. For years, rumors have circulated that Apple has been edging closer to seizing control of its more of its parts and make of its devices. In 2019, it paid $1 billion to acquire Intel's modem business after the chip maker announced intentions to leave the modem market. That came after Apple settling a licensing dispute with Qualcomm, allowing it to use Qualcomm modems in its wireless devices. Apple didn't have immediate response to requests for comment.
Yep. So what I think is interesting, okay, so they're nearing a deal, and that deal is with TSMC, the largest semiconductor maker in the world.
The one that's put us in a bind.
And the reason we're all in this chip shortage because most of the world was using their chips and they were the only ones making them. And that's why other people are building chip factories.
That's something though.
When this whole thing started, I couldn't believe the whole world was relying on one company in one place.
Right. And nobody said, hey, look, let's try and make a better chip or try and outcut these other guys to get,
exactly.
You know what I mean? A piece of the pie.
Yeah.
That's just nuts,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Michael's
saying they're finally taking advantage of the acquisition of getting those chips from Qualcomm. Yeah. More optimization. Yeah. And who does that better than Apple? Nobody,
Qualcomm's going to have I already saw somebody mention about looking forward to going to Hawaii. That's always that event they have.
I saw that too. They're going next week.
Yeah. I wonder what's going to come out of that.
I personally think both Intel and Qualcomm are in trouble for the future. That's just my guess. Because Samsung at some point is going to stop needing them. Apple is going to stop needing them. My guess is everybody else will follow suit. That's just my guess, though.
Why can't? And again, well, then you got MediaTek. You got MediaTek
And
coming in.
MediaTek is getting better and better
and better, and they're starting to show up in more and more Android phones. I'm seeing.
Yeah, and the last two stories I've seen, because I've always avoided phones with MediaTek, but the last two stories that people are really, admiring what they're doing. So I'm thinking there's probably a phone with a MediaTek processor in my very near future.
And a lot of those I always said probably it's a MediaTek in those Amazon tablets, those cheapy tablets. The Walmart tablet, the ONN is probably a MediaTek.
They make them low end, but they work.
Yep.
So, but it seems like now they're getting pretty high end, and they seem to be getting a lot of kudos for it. People really seem to be saying, "Hey, these guys are starting to make really good stuff."
I saw a report again just before coming up here that they're predicting that Ming, what's that guy? Did I close that? Ming.
Cool.
He's predicting. This guy's predicting in 10 years there will be no iPhones. That iPhone ran its route, and they're going to come out with devices that somehow are augmented. And that's interesting because that's what Facebook is, or Meta.
That's what
is hedging his bets on. That's what he's hedging all that on there.
I never occurred to me, but he could be right. But my guess is if there's no iPhone, I'll bet you Apple will be bigger than ever.
No, yeah. Well, they can take that. They could do that. Know what I mean?
They could switch to a brand new technology and be successful at it. Probably more successful than Zuckerberg. So I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. Have I said that? I just think he's the slimiest of all of them. That's just my opinion.
That's why I'm off of Facebook. I said enough is enough.
I'm not off Facebook, but I don't like the guy. But of course, I do consider myself a Google fanboy, although I don't like half of what stories I find about Google either.
Yeah, I know.
But the other half is I admire a lot of what they do.
Yeah, I don't know. In the order of things, I feel Facebook has done a lot of bad, scummy stuff. You know what I mean? And people are coming out and saying it's happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably true of all of it. It's kind of like people. We all have good and bad. I just think Facebook has done more bad, scummy stuff than everybody else put together.
Who did more? Oh Facebook. Yeah. They're taking the president of Instagram. He's going to be in front of congressional hearings, I believe, in a week or two.
Yeah. Michael said, I wonder when we'll see Apple TV get 5G. My guess is eventually all their products will have 5G, and Apple will offer plans as part of the Apple One pay. Well, my guess is they'll all have 5G, not just Apple. Now, Big House is saying, I'm not seeing any reviewers talking good about MediaTek. Big House, I haven't read the stories, but I've seen a few stories from big bloggers, people we all follow. And they seem to be saying good things about the latest. I think TK Bay, he had something that I haven't.
If you like your Motorola, their Big House, I thought I saw the last two devices having MediaTek in there. So
okay. See, that I didn't know. Michael says Mark and Elon can take a ride. Now, see, some people, I guess, think of Elon in the same as Mark. I see them as very, very different. That's just me. But, perception is a weird thing anyway. We're all going to have different perceptions of the same people anyway. So, all right.
Real quick about Mark and Elon. Elon, there's nobody's come out and said that he was a sexual predator because there was Andy Rubin.
That's
right?
True.
Okay. Nobody's come out and said that he's put out an algorithm that is so sneaky and so deep and so seeing keywords that you're typing in there thinking that to entice a reaction.
To entice people.
That's what Mark that's his algorithm, his Instagram
Right.
It's the biggest thing is how it's perceived, to young girls, to body shaming and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
and see, and you can't blame Zuckerberg for young girls body shaming, but you can blame him for intentionally writing software.
So right, that's what I mean by software. That's where I'm referring to the software.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with that. So
that's why I see him as much worse than the rest.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Elon's no angel either, but I just
Elon strikes me as a guy who sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, sometimes I agree with him, sometimes
socially he's still working out the kinks. He's gotten better.
Yeah, Zuckerberg strikes me as a guy who lies about almost everything all the time. Like he's like a politician.
Worse.
But you know what I think of politicians. So. Yeah, and it's hard to be worse than a politician.
Big House, when you check out TK Bay, I don't know, man. Lately, I don't know if he's mellowed out, but man, that mouth of his, man, is just like he's just letting you know. I'm talk about not being a fan of somebody. Might be a nice guy, but
wait. Now you're
TK. I'm thinking TK. I'm thinking
TK from Florida.
No, I'm sorry.
He's the one with the really, really foul mouth. TK Bay, you never hear him.
I got the wrong T's in case. Okay.
Yeah, TK Bay, I've met him.
No, TK Bay
he knows me, and I've
been
around him. He's just a really, really nice guy.
Bigfoot saying Elon's an alien. Well, he's trying to get home. That's why he's doing everything to go to Mars. Okay.
Okay.
Come on, that's a no-brainer.
That kind of made sense. Now, of course, going back a few years, my mind is, so when he gets up there, he's going to be welcoming in Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got a kick out of it. See, this is why this group is so cool, because you people are as sick as I am. All right, I'm going to put up the next story. And it's long. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I think it's too long. But I do like to share stuff that maybe everybody's not aware of. So maybe not everybody's not aware of this. This is on TechCrunch. GoDaddy says data breach exposed over 1 million user accounts.
This is getting old news, man. Every week there's somebody got a data breach.
I know, but this one's pretty bad, I think. Let me see if I can put it in reader view. It doesn't disappear. Okay, web hosting giant GoDaddy has reported a data breach and warns that data on 1.2 million customers may have been accessed. In a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, GoDaddy's Chief Information Security Officer Demetrius Combs said that the company detected unauthorized access to its systems where it hosts and manages its customers' WordPress servers. So, in other words, I use WordPress for my website, but I'm glad it's not on
using GoDaddy's.
WordPress is a web-based content manager system used by millions to set up blogs or websites. GoDaddy lets customers host their own WordPress installs on their servers. This gets pretty bad, in my opinion.
This is up your alley, so you know what you're talking about here.
Well, listen to the timing of this. GoDaddy said the unauthorized person used a compromised password to get access to GoDaddy systems around September 6th. Check that date.
Okay.
GoDaddy said it discovered the breach last week, November. Said that's 2.5 months. This is the only time I've seen other stories where people had data breaches and they told us about it 2 months later. These people didn't even find out about it until 2.5 months. That's bad. That's really bad. Most everybody else, in a week or so, they know what happened, but not GoDaddy. It's not clear if the compromised password was protected with two-factor authentication. The filing said that the breach affects 1.2 million active and inactive managed WordPress users who had their email addresses and customer numbers exposed. That's bad enough, but it gets worse. GoDaddy said this exposure could put users at greater risk of phishing attacks. The web host also said that the original WordPress admin password created when WordPress was first installed, which could be used to access the customer's WordPress server, was also exposed, and it gets worse than that. The company said that active customers had their SFTP credentials for file transit. That's bad. And the usernames and passwords for their WordPress databases, which store all the users' content exposed in the breach. In some cases, the customer's SSL. That's bad.
Yeah, that's
really bad. Private key was exposed, which, if abused, could allow an attacker to impersonate a customer's website. Of course, it could. You have total control at that point. GoDaddy said it resets customers' WordPress passwords and private keys. I hope so. And is in the process of issuing new SSL certificates.
Jeez.
The web host has more than 20 million customers worldwide. Dan Race, spokesman for GoDaddy, declined to comment, saying the company's on. Hey, I declined to comment. This is the worst by far. The worst one as far as security of the company that I've heard of.
Yeah. Isn't that something? Remember at one time, there were all these ads for having your own website, and GoDaddy was one of them. GoDaddy had all those really raunchy ones. Remember that?
And they had Dana, what's her name? Danica Patrick.
Yeah, it did. But it just made me think of how far we've come to the point where that wasn't. There were ads. There were ads that were like in the middle of the sports. You know what I mean? In between, a sporting game that GoDaddy, or I can't remember. You see, that's how long ago. I can't remember all of them, but
I remember seeing Danica Patrick on like half the sports shows I watched.
Yeah, well, she was always sponsored by them.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right. That was her biggest sponsor for a lot of stuff.
By far. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe they gave her a piece of the company. I don't know how much.
Mike Pepper, stop. Okay, stop. Let George have the bad puns, please.
Mike's pretty good at it. Trust me.
Go to Mike's comment. That you need to strike him. Okay, one down. One down.
Elon was that kid in school that used to chew on old gum from under the desk. He might have been, but look where he got. Dan didn't race to fix it, ironically. I don't
because his name was Dan Rice.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I told
he didn't race to fix it.
Very good, Michael. I told you, Michael's pretty good at this stuff.
I'm sorry. That's Mike.
That's right up my alley, Mike.
That is.
Well know.
That is.
Of course it is. Do you want to read about the Pixel 6a?
Sure. Let's see. Where are we at here? There we go.
I thought this was very good news. I mean, the fact that it has that chip. Anyway, let me share.
Let me go here. I keep on looking at Dell computers. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Let me go back.
And as you should. At that price, if you need a computer, I would be all over it, Mike.
I'm really tempted. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. 9 to 5 Google.
Yeah, 9 to 5 Google again, folks. Hey, is there really I always see that fella doing the videos. Is he 9 to 5 Google? Is that is
the guy with the guy with the accent?
No, yeah, but his name isn't Kyle, is it?
I didn't catch his name. I just watched something by him today, as a matter of fact.
Google Pixel 6a will run on a tensor chip, but a lesser camera than the Pixel 6.
Yep.
Following the launch of the Pixel 6 series, I just realized something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Pixel 6 was really out in public hands the last few days of October. Here it is towards the end of November, and already we're getting leaks. Okay, come on, man. Come on. How could you already get a leak?
We were getting S22 leaks a month ago.
Oh, we got them long before that too.
Yeah, exactly. So this is
it just occurred to me. This is just it's nuts. It's nuts.
The first time you see one, you're thinking to yourself, "Isn't this a little early?" But it's not anymore.
Yeah. Following the launch of the Pixel 6 series, may have begun looking into Google's next mid-range phone, the presumed Pixel 6a. We uncovered the first specs for the Pixel 6a, including its Google's Tensor chip, and how the cameras will be a downgrade from the Pixel 6. Of course, don't make it sound like it's like, of course it's going to be.
But Mike, think about it. This is the first time the A hasn't had the same cameras. This will be the first time since the Pixel 3.
What do you mean the same cameras? I thought the
A always had the same cameras as the main one.
They had the same camera, the same software. Right. That was the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a letdown.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll carry a thought on that. Google has offered a mid-range Pixel phone for about 3 years now. With the Pixel 3a in 2019, Google made their flagship cameras and, more importantly, the software available in an affordable package. Pixel 4a carried on that camera while also making the next generation Google Assistant more accessible. Accessible. The Pixel 4a 5G stands out as the oddball, releasing as a lesser counterpart to the Pixel 5, and recently the Pixel 5a was the first to offer high quality materials instead of plastic. What the 5a was? I thought it was all plastic anyway. It is plastic, right?
I thought it was too, but maybe it's not.
Then it says alongside with water resistant. Okay. Thanks to the recent leaked renders, we already gotten our first taste of what the Pixel 6a has in store, at least visually. Google's mid-range phone for 2022 is set to carry on the rear camera bar as a visor and a visor design with the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. We are also being the first A series with did not offer the 3.5-inch millimeter headphone port.
And that's the other big letdown. This will be the first A series that doesn't have a headphone jack.
Did you read? I don't know if you saw. Supposedly now it's not cool to have AirPods in your ear walking around.
Yes, I saw.
And wired headphones are the cool thing to have.
But why? No, but there was a health reason that I saw.
Did you? Yeah.
A very serious health reason. But actually,
yeah.
I was riding around at work, and I was being driven, so I was just kind of riding in the back. When I actually saw the article, and I read the article, and I can't remember what the health thing was, but I actually had these AirPods in my ear while I was watching, and I'm thinking, well, obviously I don't care. But it was they were saying there was some serious health reason why you shouldn't be wearing earbuds, but I can't remember what it was now.
Considering the rear camera bar design is essentially the same, one might assume that the upcoming Pixel 6a will offer the same 50 megapixel Samsung GN1 sensor for its main camera. This would follow the tradition of the Pixel A series thus so far.
That's true.
According to information uncovered by our APK Insight team within Google Camera app, the 6A, inherently codenamed Blue Jay,
internally,
that word, codenamed Blue Jay, will have the 12.2 megapixel Sony IMX 363 primary sensor. This is the same camera sensor that is found in every Google Pixel from the Pixel 3 through the Pixel 5a.
And that's true. That's been the big complaint until the Pixel 6.
Beyond the simple decrease in megapixel count, the GN1 on the Pixel 6 is physically larger than the IMX 363, allowing to capture more light and therefore more detail. While much of the Google's photography prowess comes from compensating with machine learning, things like super res zoom, the larger sensor on the Pixel 6 is significantly contributor to the phone's camera's improvements. Moving on, the rear camera bar will also contain a 12 megapixel IMX 386 sensor. So in other words, there's going to be two cameras still? No, I'm seeing three. They're listing here.
Three.
Okay.
There's going to be three, yeah.
Judging from how the Pixel 6 uses the same sensor, it will likely serve as an ultra-wide camera on the 6A. Similarly, the Pixel 6A selfies will be handled by a 8 megapixel IMX 355 as the smaller Pixel 6. So to recap on the mid-range Pixel 6A, appears to be equipped with 3 cameras: a 12.2 megapixel IMX 363 primary, a 12 megapixel IMX 386 ultra wide, and 8 megapixel IMX 355 front facing. While only one of the 3 cameras is changed, this will certainly make a fairly significant downgrade from the Pixel 6 down to the 6A. Plus, the side we've been able to discover elsewhere is the Pixel 6A will have this same Google Tensor GS101 chip as in the Pixel 6. This is only fitting given how much excitement Google built around the Tensor chip during the Pixel 6 launch event. Based on the chip's inclusion, we believe that the Pixel 6a will likely offer the same tensor power features of the flagship counterpart. Features like Google Assistant voice typing, live HDR, and on-device translations.
I hope so.
What remains to see how Google intends to market the phone. The Pixel 4a was a perfect palate cleansing smartphone. While the 5a doubled down on battery life, it's not yet known what role the Pixel 6a intend to play in the broader Pixel lineup, but it's clear that the Tensor chip is the centerpiece of the company's vision.
Yep. So, to me, you got 3 cameras here, and the big letdown is the primary camera. But if the A is supposed to be a mid-ranger or at least a lower end than the original Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro. So to me, I think it's obvious. They're going to give you the Tensor chip, which, that costs some money to put that chip in there rather than a real cheap chip. And I think they're going to make up for it to some degree by saving money on that primary camera. That makes perfect sense to me. Otherwise, they'd have to charge the same as the Pixel 6. Wouldn't you think?
And again, they're using a camera from what they used before, so they already know what they're getting.
Same as the 5A, same as the 5A, the 4.
And does there mean there could be some kind of software or some other secret sauce they're going to do for the 6A that so people don't be a bitch box and say, "Oh, you're getting the old phone," blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
No. Keep in mind, you're going to get on your ultra wide. You're getting just as good, the same one that you're getting on the 6. On your front facing, you're getting the same thing you're getting on the 6, except that it won't do what the 6P will do. The Pro will do, but neither will the 6. But where you're really losing out is on the main camera, and I think where you're really going to lose out, don't expect night photos to look anywhere near good as the Pixel 6. That's what I think. And yes, people are going to moan and groan about it, but do you want to pay the same price? If I was going to get a 6A, I wouldn't want to pay the same price. So,
it's a smart move. It's a move I want to give Apple credit for because it gets you in the Google system.
Exactly.
Just like cheaper. The SE, I always say the SE is the go-to phone. Somebody who's thinking about leaving Android to go to Apple, and I would say hands down SE.
Yeah,
hands down.
And I agree. I think it's a smart move also because you don't want to lose the people who want a cheaper phone at that quality. But you're going to give up a little, especially on night photos. But so what?
What do you think? $399 or $449 for that phone? I'll go $449.
I'll go $500.
Really?
Because they're
Then
putting
you got to make it so. No, man, 500 right now. I mean,
oh no, well, yeah, that's right. Because the 6,
you got 600 for the 6.
No, you're right.
Pony up the rest, man. Pony up.
No, I'm going to go $400.
Yeah,
It's
something to grab you. I mean, if you could tell somebody, when you say, how about you buy an iPhone, they immediately think that $1,000 phone. But if you say you can get a phone like this, for $399, wait a minute.
Okay.
So,
looking at these
Mike Pepper is saying here, bacteria build up on the silicone chip. Oh, on the silicone chips.
I'm trying to work up to that.
Talking too many chips here, bud. Tips.
Let's see. Sorry for question.
Room shot.
Exactly. Hope the 6A comes with some better colors. Yeah. Let's see, what else did he say? They need some 6A sound like sexy with an accent colors for it. Couldn't hurt. That's a lot of what helps people notice the iPhones when they first come out, I think.
He's agreeing with Michael.
Let's see. Yeah. Bacteria build up in the silicon tips. No, it wasn't. Oh, because I couldn't remember what the health thing they were saying was. That wasn't it. It was something way more serious than that, but I don't remember what it was. I'm an old man. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn. Okay, what else? Let's see. I wonder if it would be a throttle tensor chip, allowing them to use ones that haven't passed through the high quality control for the ones in the 6.6 Pro with perhaps lower speeds and some cores. Now that would kind of make sense, Michael, because they're trying to bring this cost down to a normal A series. So they have to do something. That would make sense. The Big House is saying 449. So yeah, and I think if that's so, that's absolutely as high as they can go. And you could be right, Big House. Could be right. But I don't think they can go 1 cent over that. It's still quality.
I get what Mike's saying. I get it, but then it's like going back to this again. What can you see that? What would it be? The Apple community saying, "Oh, we're going to take what has he got throttle down on whatever."
But
you know what I mean?
Michael, what are you holding on your hand? You're calling it an iPhone SE. It's nothing but an iPhone 8 smaller. That's all it is. Right,
yeah, but he's got it down. He's got what is it? Throttle down tensor chip.
Yeah,
so I can't see them.
That would be the equivalent when the iPhone 11 is out of coming out with an iPhone 8, which is what they did with the XE. So what's the difference here? So,
he's talking about the
throttle
chip
down a little bit with some causes.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it with the E. They didn't do it with the SE. It's the same chip that was in the iPhone 11.
It was the same chip. Yes, it was the same chip. But
no changes, no touchy.
I think it's kind of the same thing. I've been wrong before,
So and then now the big leak needs to be is this phone's going to get released in September. No, it's going to be in August. No, it's going to be in July. I got to get that in the days of the iPhone. Boom, boom, boom. Something like that. I'm trying to get my voice like that.
When do you think the 6A is going to come out? I think it's going to come out earlier than normal. I think it's going to come out a lot earlier than normal.
If the chip situation is improving, and also got a pandemic. Listen, today they just announced some kind of other variant, had that. Well, wait a minute. But
I know it's in Africa, and there may be 22 more off of that one. I mean,
and it had an effect on the stock market, and in that those things come into play too.
Have you ever worked? I worked for Payne Weber for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. If somebody sheds one tear on Wall Street, it affects the stock market. So I ignore what affects the stock market.
When it's going to come out
in the stock market, it affects the stock. This is how they are. Everything affects.
Didn't the pandemic kind of screw up the 4A coming out? Wasn't it supposed to come out sooner?
Yeah, I agree. So a lot of it's going to depend on the chip storage stuff and the whole supply chain thing. I agree. I just think generally, I have the feeling they want to put the 6A out a lot earlier. I think that's a lot of why we're getting rumors this far out. Yeah.
So I'm seeing Mike and
think about it. The iPhone 13 and 13 mini have a 4-core GPU, and the Pro Max have a 5-core. Okay.
Really? I didn't know that.
Okay.
See, come to Friday Night Tech Talking. You learn something.
I told you, Mike always brings it. You know, if I don't have one mic bringing it, I've got the other mic.
The other mic brings it, and also bad puns. Sorry, Mike.
Least, and I appreciate that very much, Michael. One of us has to.
You had a wait a minute. You had a meeting. Don't you tell them what day it is? I know it's Saturday over there. Isn't it Saturday?
Renz, all you have to do is say, I have important things to do.
No, we're more important, Renz. No.
But I can't supply your salary if they tell you get out.
We'll be reading that in Twitter, you know. I got fired today because of Friday Night Tech Talk.
No. I got fired today because of Mobile Geezer. That's what it say, you know. And he's still kind enough to give us the super chat. Thank you, Ren.
Thank you,
very, very kind of you, as always, sir. And I'm sure you did well in the meeting. It's probably something you needed to know anyway. Yeah.
So
I never minded meetings that gave me something useful, but meetings where the big shots sat there and rah-rahed themselves. Oh, I hated those meetings, which is what half meetings are. You know?
Mm-hmm. You're like your insides are turning. You're like they're curling like this.
When I worked at Citibank, this was in '86. They made every programmer they hired an officer. Somehow it saved them money or something. And I think it had to do with because the fact that we were on call 24/7, they didn't have to pay us. But anyway, because we were officers, we had to go to board meetings. You want to talk boring for an everyday programmer? That's boring. Okay.
Wow. So we're almost done. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to skip
the Bixby, and I'm just going to remind people about glowing rectangles because Ted would probably never forgive me if I didn't.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull up glowing rectangles. And
while you're pulling it up, I want to plug. Listen, Renz, it's simple as this. You were busy in a meeting. You missed part of it. We had some good conversation. Everybody, check out the replay. Pass the word out. Share the show. Put the word, share the show. Put the word out. George's channel, Friday Night Tech Talk. You can catch anything that you might have missed. If you left here to go refill your cup for a beverage, and you missed that important conversation, you can catch it on the replay.
Very good, Mike. Thank you. All right, folks. Last thing, as I tell you every week, reddit.com/r/glowing rectangles.
I'm looking. Is that Nokia phone?
Glowing Rectangles is a place for anybody who wants to get some exposure or get somebody else some exposure. You can put any video link or you can put any, what am I trying to say? To anybody's up here, and you'll get them a little bit more exposure. While in here, click top, you can vote on who put the best story up for today. And when you click top, you're going to see who got the most votes. So today, Spigen Showcase Pixel 6 Pro cases from Ike's Tech Talk. Tech Valor put it there. She puts up a lot of stuff for people, which I think is really nice. Anyway, that's gotten 6 votes. Second one is always a commercial. Third one, this is from Alltad Tech. Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, One UI, and Android 12. Yeah, I just got it on my S21 Ultra.
I want to also talk. He was talking about issues with the screen scrolling.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, and I want to let you know, George. I don't know if you checked your. You don't.
I just installed it on my Ultra today.
But how about? Do you have the beta on your Z Flip?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
The only one I ever go beta on normally is my oldest A series Pixel. So I had the beta on my Pixel 5a, but that's the only one I've had any beta on. think
because they had an update for. I got the beta on the Z Flip, and they had an update. I got the update put in pause right now when I probably
so you have the One UI 4A?
Yeah, it's
so you got Android 12 on your Flip.
Yeah, I got my and it's each this has been update number from 2. This will be update number 2.
Okay.
And the last update really cleaned up, got real nice.
Okay, yeah. Well, see, I have Android 12 on both my Pixels, and today I got it on my 21 Ultra.
You got the Android 12 on your Ultra?
Yeah, today. Just got it today. I haven't had a chance to play with it.
But okay, that's the proper version, not the beta.
No, this is the real version, because they said that the S versions would get it this month, and supposedly the Flips will get it next month. Well, the foldables will get it next month. So I'm thinking another week or so, probably get it. So anyway, folks, just wanted to tell you about Glowing Rectangles. If you need to post something, you want somebody to get some exposure, that's a good place to put it. Just put the link there and see if it gets uploaded, but other people will see it, and you or whoever you want will get some exposure. So, so I wanted to let you know about that.
So George, and we're going to end with this. I wanted to hear. I know you carry 2 phones, right?
I have one 3 iPhone. Lines, but I only carry 2 phones normally.
Right, one iPhone, right? One of them being an iPhone. So what's your Android phone?
Right now it's a Z Flip.
Okay.
Now I keep running out if I know I'm coming right back, because I love my Pixel 6 Pro. I am running out with the Flip and the Pixel 6 Pro, leaving the iPhone if I'm coming right back. But in going out for a day, yes, it's always the Android and the iPhone. And
well, it's always this. In this case, the Z Flip is your primary Android.
Right. Phone. The first week I had the Pixel 6 Pro, it was the Pixel 6 Pro, but I had to put my SIM card back in my Flip, because what did I say? This is the most fun phone there is to use, and it is.
And the only reason I'm asking is I came to a point, like I have outside take the iPhone out. It's always going to be the SE. Right. I got the 4A. I got the Pixel 6 downstairs.
Right.
And the Flip. And I was like, okay, one of these has got to go. Because one line I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop one of my prepaid lines. Okay. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And I'm like really torn. These are probably the
hard decisions, man.
Yeah, because these are probably the 3 best phones I've had at the same time.
These are great phones,
right?
Yes.
So I put my primary personal number in the Flip, and I've been using it for a solid week, going on to a week, and I'm like, oh man, it's nice, it's neat. I get the 2021 version of whatever OS Samsung's doing, you know. Now I'm considering, because I really want to see how this Flip does on the long term.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of actually, and again, it breaks my heart. The S10, I love that little phone.
Yeah, it's a great phone.
Love that. That is a great phone to this day.
I traded mine in 2 years ago now.
I'm telling you, it's probably the hardest thing I'm going to say right now. What's that?
Michael got the beta on his Z Fold 3 also. December.
Yes, it came right. Mine got the December patch. I got it on hold right now. So, but I'm gonna when I leave here, I'm
here's what Big House says about your 10.
And never sell. I know, but man, let me tell you, I'm looking at cash, brother. There's cash on the table right now. You know, I could sell that
in my S10 when I got my iPhone 11. That's when I
traded
in my S10. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do is this is going to be my work phone.
The Flip, okay.
The Flip, because they will still get. I use some Microsoft. We use Microsoft Office. At work.
Yeah.
So the S10 presently has it. I think that's what I'm going to wind up doing. I want the 6 as my personal, and keep the 4A 5G around. Never know somebody in the family or mom, you know, between mom or a friend, or just have it here to tinker. Or the beta is going to be coming out eventually. So
right.
So
Mike is saying Pixel is on the November 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise Samsung on December. Yeah, but Samsung's on the December on you guys with the beta right now.
Betas, yeah, regular. But it only proves that Samsung and Qualcomm can make things happen and don't need to put, we live for years with only a 2-year OS update, only, minimal security patches.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, we can fix this. We can make this work.
That's true.
You're right. So when I saw December, Mike, I'm like, oh, no way, really, so.
I'm taking a quick look at both. Let's see. Even though my S21 Ultra got the update, it's on the November 1st security patch, and he's right about the Pixel 6 Pro being on the November 5th. So you guys have the December because you're on the beta.
But it proves the software can be done, and they would have never put it out
Samsung
there.
Has proven it. Remember, a few years ago, everybody would always give them a moan and groan about how slow they were. Now they're like among the best all the time.
So I can't wait to see what they come out with. And it's so sickening when they go do the one when they go to Hawaii and all the tech reviewers go out there and they're all being spoon fed the stuff and they're like going, come on, man, tell us the truth.
Well, this is why they have it in Hawaii, because for the next 2 weeks,
I know.
What do you hear from these guys? Oh, I miss Hawaii. Oh, I miss the beach. And you hear it over and over and over again.
I know.
Not that I don't wish I could go,
But I see
that's why they have it in Hawaii, because just the fact that they're there puts them in a mode to say something nice.
Yeah. Oh, so they can come back next year. I know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Big House. I know. I said he says here. I know, Mike. Just kidding, dude. If I could, I would be keeping these phones and just seeing how they. I really like to see how they age. The S10, hands down. Again, that might even be one of those phones I'll keep around because I know somebody's going to need a phone, and I can easily sell that phone to a friend or a family member, and not have a lick of problems with it.
Yeah. But I think the important one for you and I to keep around is the Flip, because that we need to see how this is going to. We need to see.
Is it really true? The horror stories I've seen from between Will and other people posting, the cracks and the breakage and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen.
I understand. I still do it, and it's going to be worse. It is a work phone,
and I do this every day, multiple times a day. I do this, and Ellen keeps saying, "Don't you think you're going to hurt?" And I said, "So far it's been great. So no, I don't think I'm going to hurt at all."
George, what case you got on there? Because I saw the ring.
This is the Samsung case. I originally bought a cheap case that looked something like yours online, but the bottom part kept sliding off.
Did it? Yeah. I got this for $15 off of $16 from Amazon. And I really like it. It's not bad.
My original place was like half of that. It was like $7 and something.
Oh no, yeah.
So I finally said, let me get the Samsung case. Well, this case has been awesome, I have to say. And I thought the ring would bother me. No, I got used to it. As a matter of fact,
the ring is going to be
when
helpful
I'm going out
for you.
with my hands full, I can just do this, and my hands are still full.
Yeah, that's what grabbed my attention just now, because I had the clear version. And I didn't care for how it felt in my hand, but that's like rubber. That's like rubbery. Is that like rubbery?
Yeah, and very, very grippy.
That's what I need. I'm getting that. I'm going to order that tonight.
Is the Pixel 6 as slippery as the Pro? Because the Pro is one of the most slippery phones I've ever had in my life.
I got one of those. I got one of those speaking cases. It's semi-clear on the back, but the sides are really a nice grip. Not
but not abusive. It's slippery on those things. But
without a case,
anybody who's getting a Pixel 6 or 6 Pro, get a case day one, because there is no more
wet bar. It's a wet bar of soap.
Exactly. Ted is saying something here. Qualcomm is scared because MediaTek is coming for them. That's true. And Apple is now leaving them to use that for their own modem. Samsung's S has been down. They now have to act right. He thinks that's why the updates. But yeah, I agree with. Well, I guess you didn't hear that. I said I thought Qualcomm and Intel are on their way out. And I don't think there's anything they can do. Either one of them can do to stop it. Yeah, it's going to take longer for Qualcomm, but I think
it's going to take. Yeah, it ain't going to be overnight, but still, I think
3 years from now, I'm betting they're both gone.
I wouldn't go gone. I wouldn't go Qualcomm gone. I'm going to go like Qualcomm's going to be hurt, like seriously bruised.
Then here's what I'm going to guess: 3 years from now, Intel will be gone, and 5 years from now, Qualcomm will be gone. Because you're probably right. 3 years from now, little phone makers, Nokia, Motorola, they may still be using Qualcomm, and that's what will keep them in business. 5 years from now, I think they're out of business. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a thing they can do to change that.
You really got it when they were talking about the Pixel. You really got a sentiment from some of the language some of the people were talking, like Hiroshima was talking. I think he was one, and somebody else in Google was talking how they were like going, we're in control of this now. This is our stuff. We don't have to take any guff from some other vendor.
And it seems like this is how Apple and Google both feel.
You know, and that's why that is. I mean, granted, it's a Pixel, but I was excited to see this new chipset in there. The processing power of it, and again, just like how this folds, I want to see how this reacts. The SoC in this versus the SoC in the Pixel,
the Tensor,
the Tensor in the Pixel 6.
So I think we've got two real good ones to hold on to for a while. That's my guess.
And but on the other, that's why I'm like, I know I'm not real big hurry to sell this, only because now this has the 765. This is the one everybody thumbs their nose up. I think this is next to the. Again, I'm talking about the glorious 625 Snapdragon. I love that chip, and this is like a ghost of it because it does. And
I had the 4. I traded in my 4 because I have the 5A. The only reason I traded in my 4 because I knew I had the 5A. So anyway.
All right.
All right. You Black Friday. You still have leftovers to eat over the weekend?
Oh God, yeah. I'm going over friends tomorrow to eat their leftovers. I got leftovers downstairs.
You go around vacuuming up other people's leftovers.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to Mom's tomorrow to get some help Mom out with some techie stuff. And she's probably going to feed me tomorrow too. Yeah.
I'll be going tomorrow. I guess having some apple crumb cake with Eleanor because that's still left over. So. And she won't eat that by herself. So.
And next week, we're next Saturday, even though it's not her birthday, my mom's going to be 80.
Okay.
December 12th.
Happy birthday, Carol. I'll try to remember.
Yeah, she's going to be 80.
Next Friday is what date?
Next Saturday is going to be. We're all going to get together and celebrate.
Well, you said December 12th.
No, her birthday is on the 12th. Yeah, the birthday's the 12th, but the 4th is her party. We're all getting together.
Oh, okay. So next
the 4th is we're getting together for the families getting together. My sister-in-law and brother, they're making some kind of special tacos that Mom loves, which is okay by me.
Cool.
And I picked up a cake. I picked up a cake that she wanted. So
very good. Is she still singing in the group?
Oh yeah. Oh, she's back on the road. She's back on the road. Don't worry. She ain't missing it. She picked up right where she left off, George. Let me tell you. And you were talking about being healthy, and I don't know. I'm proud to share this. My mom lost like 100 pounds.
Okay.
So
I have said to Eleanor since I've known you, I said it to Rita too, for that matter, that your mom always struck me as somebody who will work to make herself healthy, and so you're proving that I was right.
There's that, but Mom also is something she wants to control. It's definitely control. Exactly. I never saw her.
Move.
I saw her though, in other things she wants to control. If you know what I mean, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but she's like, I said, Mom, here, take this. I don't want this. I can't have this. I'll be cheating. I go, Mom, just have some. No, I can't have it at home. I mean, she gets like serious.
But you see, my impression is that the couple of incidents she had last year and this year probably scared her in a good direction for her health. Is my guess.
She wants to live to 100. She says she wants to live to 100.
Okay.
She wants to live to 100, haunt me in her 90s.
And to do stuff like that, you'll have to work it. I've always said I want to live to be 120, and I want to be healthy, either when I get there or close to when I get there.
Yeah.
So
So
gotta work at it.
So they're so that's what's up and coming. So
all right. So I'm gonna make myself a reminder to make sure I say happy birthday to her next week.
You got it.
All right. Thanks for letting us know. And thanks, everyone. And thanks, Renz and Big House. As always, you guys are so generous, and I appreciate it. Michael, both Michaels, you both made it a great show. Will, you made it a great show. Ted, I'm hoping you'll come in. Eleanor was hoping you'd come in to announce your engagement. But anyway, it got announced whether you came in or not. But I'm hoping you'll have time to come in. And I know you're busy, and I understand. So thanks, everybody. And I hope everybody has a very blessed weekend. Enjoy whatever's left over of that Thanksgiving stuff, because we're going to enjoy it too. And we will see you next week.